These are the ladies of Customized Carnival, and we want to let you all know that we 100% approve of you following To Be Caribbean. They are your source and advocate for Caribbean culture, business, and art.
Greetings, welcome to Caribbean Business Spotlight, where we highlight a Caribbean business that's actively building their brand while showcasing Caribbean culture. Today we have the pleasure of speaking to the business partners from Customized Carnival LLC, Ingrid, Chiles, and Stacy Gooden. Welcome, ladies.
Hey, Marissa.
Hey, what's up?
Thanks for having us.
Yes. It started off as a group of friends, I say around 2011. A group of us met in the streets of Port of Spain, and ever since then we just developed this close, almost kinship. We keep in contact with each other. We make sure we're going to the same fetes, and we keep, each other abreast of what's going on. And it wasn't until earlier last year when we were getting together, we were thinking of very unique things that we can do to enhance our carnival, as far as wearing funky things or things to accessorize the experience that we were already having. So Customized Carnival is really born out of a group of friends that just have a mutual love of soca, a mutual love of carnival, and they like to do unique things in order to make that experience their own. So Customized Carnival is that. It's really just anyone that just loves carnival and they love soca music and they love the experience, and they just want to make it unique for themselves.
Okay. So it sounds like it's more than just a product. It's a service, almost like an experience from what I'm hearing. Yeah?
I would co-sign on that.
Yeah, it's definitely an experience because, like she said, it's a kinship that we have. So I call her my soca sister, right?
She does.
And it's just that good feeling that we have between ourselves, as a team, and the feeling that we have with, the group of people that we travel with when we do carnivals and stuff. So, it's definitely bigger than just products.
Okay.
It's that whole vibe and that whole feeling of that kinship, that carnival. The feeling of carnival.
Yeah, it
I
is.
can't even explain it. The feeling of carnival.
Yeah, it's the unexplainable.
Right. That is carnival.
Yeah.
Leave my footprint in every session.
So this is what I would say. If someone says, what makes what you do so unique from what everybody else does, or what they could pull off? And I say that it's the intention behind it. I think that the spirit that you get from interacting with people after carnival is like none other. And although you might be able to get services and products, it's the intention in which those products and services are given to you. Does it have you in mind? Does it have your comfort in mind? Does it have your experience in mind? And I think Customized Carnival has found that niche. So if someone is just, looking on a piece of paper and say, well, they kind of stack up, kind of the same, I would ask for them to sort of read into the intent to what those other businesses are delivering. And I think Customized Carnival is unique in doing that.
Okay.
And I think like when we're designing products and trying to think about different things to offer, we look at it, would I wear it? What am I going to do in this light up bra? I'm going to be jumping up. I'm going to be in the middle of Juve. Oh, we need to secure the battery because we know how we are.
Right.
And you kind of look at it, at this company is somebody like you. Somebody that's experienced, very similar things like you, and is going to, look after you, going to provide you that customer service, that quality in their product, because it's tested. We've done it.
Yeah,
we've used it. We stand by it.
Right.
That kind of thing. So I think that's really.
As of right now, a lot of our niche is in nighttime fete wear, Juve wear, but we do have some unique things that are transitioning over into daytime fetes and daytime wear. So the light up bra, yes. We also have light up suspenders. We have light up ties. We have wings, which, I mean, when you think of wings and you think of carnival, you think of feathers. But hell, for the person that just likes to be extra at Juve, and people always find a way to be extra at Juve. We've kicked it up a notch. So we've created LED wings that people can wear, and they can be any color that they feel. That's the way I like to describe it. And even not even just for carnival markets, we really can appreciate when people can look at the products and find different ways to use it for themselves. They might find they can repurpose it for whatever they want to do with it. That just sort of describes some of the nighttime products. One of our newer products are the light up snapbacks. Snapbacks are really, really big, I think really popular, but we're a light up type crew, you know, so we're not, you know, are really wallflowers and things like that. So if you're in a fete, you know, you threw on your snapback, cool, who sees you? But if you don't want to be seen, that's fine, because everybody's unique. But for that person that wants to be seen, wants to be a little different, they want to customize their experience, we light up soca for you, we light up fete for you, we light up the words that you want to describe yourself on your snapback, so that you can just feel uniquely you at these events, at these nighttime fetes. That's just some of the nighttime things that we've created. But Stacy kind of has a niche in some of the daytime products that she creates.
Yeah, so we're working on, kind of like this is what I call it, a rep your flag without the rag.
Okay.
So it's body chains, waist beads, necklaces, things of that nature. Something that we're trying to, get our little foothold into that and see what the customer would really want, what the customer is really going to use. But, all in the same breath that we're, you're still representing your country.
Right.
Your flag is there, your color of your flag is there, something is there representing your culture and you. So it's what is rep your flag without the rag. Without the rag. Without
Say
the
it
rag.
right.
Yes.
One shot at this, so make your name, yeah, make your name.
It really just came out of a love for identity and a love for being comfortable in one's own skin. And really how this whole journey got started with being introduced to Carnival. I have this book by Dr. Seuss, Oh, the Places You Go. And I had a list of countries that I wanted to visit. And Trinidad and Tobago were two of those countries on the list. And a friend told me, was like, you're going to Trinidad, you might as well go to a carnival. Okay, fine. So I went there during carnival season, and my outlook as far as people and identity was just completely transitioned. And to be able to sort of take that back with me everywhere that I go, I use it to almost look at things differently in every aspect of my life, where you realize that everybody's fighting a different battle, but still that doesn't shortchange someone from really enjoying themselves and appreciating who their brother is and who their sister is. And to take that and sort of find a way to where I can use it 24/7, because everybody doesn't have the pleasure to have Carnival be their bread and butter. But part of the love of what is Customized Carnival, and I'm pretty sure we'll get into it, some of the difficulty, is that balance to be able to sort of work a job that gives you bread and butter and lights and gas and food on the table, but at the same time have something that you can do that really makes you feel appreciated and valued. So that was it for me. I think going down there and that initial love that you feel with people and the appreciation, making that my niche was something that sort of gives me balance.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes we have some very eye-opening experiences or eye-opening conversations just for the fact that, her background is that, she's, African American. I was born here, but my family's from Jamaica, so I always, call myself a Jamaican, because I know in my household it was just Jamaican culture is what I saw. I think because we have those different perspectives, it enriches the whole experience that we have together as a business partners, because, sometimes I can, bring something to her and she may see that, well, do you really want it to be so narrow? We could actually do it this wide. Right. So it's always good when you work with somebody that's not necessarily exactly like you.
Right.
You're going to get something different out of it every time. So
Helps to stretch you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, stretch.
I on a mission and me head in a zone when I revel.
I think what you were talking about with the stretch is definitely a stretch because, you know, my background is accounting.
Wow. Okay.
You know, she's an engineer.
Wow.
I mean, does that parlay into, you know, customized carnival? Not necessarily. You know, so, you know, day to day you have to figure out, all right, how am I going to, you know, overcome this challenge of social media? How are we going to market ourselves? We didn't go to school for this.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, you know, it's you're kind of, you know, making your way and trying this and trying that. And I think one of the bigger things, like in the beginning, we were really concerned with the idea that, you know what, we want to experience things. We don't want to outsource this, right? You can outsource it later. But I want to experience the idea, okay, we're making this light up bra. How much work actually goes into this?
Right.
How hard is this? So, you know, we're making this stuff ourselves and we're learning. I'm like, might be a little bit difficult. Might not be. You know what I mean? So getting that hands-on experience and things that we didn't go to school for is invaluable, and it's that same difficulty because, you know, you're always stretching yourself. You're always pushing yourself. Well, we can try it. Let's see if we can do it.
Right.
So.
And you do have to split your time, you know, as to what Stacy was talking to, is to make sure that you can still remain a person that is keeping the roof over your head, but at the same time is feeding this need to learn more about the business. We didn't go to school for these things that we have developed a love for, but it's just some of the sacrifice where both of us have had to, I guess if you will, humble ourselves to not really be above anything that comes to the customized carnival work. So if it's something that you have to learn to do, then that's just a part of the business, because how can you put a value on something that you don't even know the work that it takes to get it accomplished? So if it takes us sitting down and looking at Groupons for sewing classes, or, you know, learning more about, you know, wiring techniques and things like that, that's the work and the love that goes into creating a product that someone can appreciate. And that's also a part of the challenge.
All we have is one shot at this, so making it.
I really do love the idea of masses really wearing the product, whether that's in a Juve band or whether it's in some sort of repurposed fashion that people can use for runs. I would like in 5 years for Customized Carnival to have established a name and a brand for itself that people can look to it and still know that they're getting something unique out of it. I still want it to have that connection to a Caribbean culture. When I look at Grenada Midnight Mass, my heart flutters. I said, oh, that's what I should be right now. Because, I mean, you see people, they're in the streets and it's midnight and they're lighting up and they're going down and they're marching. And that whole spirit is something that we want to give to other people. We think that should be shared. So in 5 years, I would hope that Customized Carnival would be one of these names that people can look to and say, yo, we need to get with Customized Carnival so we can own some of this for ourselves. We can bring this home to us.
My vision is her vision.
Well played, well played.
Lord, help us all.
All we have is one shot at this, so making it.
It's not going to happen in a year. It's going to take a few years. Don't look for it to happen tomorrow. Don't look for it to be so easy that I don't even have to think about it. It's running itself. I mean, those are your goals, that kind of thing, and you're just gonna have to work. If you really love it, you're gonna work at it, and it won't feel like work. How about that? So.
My advice would be to not limit yourself to what you first believed your product to be. And Stacy spoke a little bit about this earlier, about when you have someone that's a little bit different from you, and you speak to it in a lane and someone says, can it go a little wider? You might run across people that will be critical of your product, but you can't take that as a pitfall, but something sort of to challenge yourself, because we found that people have found our product and they wanted to repurpose it for something completely different than our vision. And I mean, one person that I'm thinking of in particular is Jessica Scott Felder. Artist here in Atlanta, Georgia, wanted to use some of the product for her art show. neither I nor Stacy, I don't think, had ever in our minds that this is something that we were going to do, was ever in the vision to do. But having someone like that to say, I want to work with you, but I want you to sort of challenge yourself to fit in this vision that I have for myself. That's something that I think young entrepreneurs or early entrepreneurs, you don't even have to be young to be an entrepreneur, I shouldn't say that. But any entrepreneur to not take those things and limit your opportunities. If someone sees something in your product and they want to expand it to be something a little bit different, that can also be a challenge to you to make your product, I think, a little bit greater than what you even thought it to be.
Leave my footprint in every session, yeah. Whining like a
Oh, you can always find us on the internet. What are you talking about? Customize My
internet.
Carnival. Yes. CustomizeMyCarnival.com on the web. What are we on? Facebook,
Customized Carnival.
Instagram, Customized Carnival. And Twitter, Custom Carnival. A little bit different
Yeah,
there.
kind of cut off our characters a little bit, but you look it up, we'll
We're
pop
there.
up. Yeah.
Google.
Yeah.
Google's always a great
And we're
tool.
also on Pinterest
Oh, yeah. And Pinterest. There you go.
Pinterest, yeah.
There you go.
for the crafty person.
Yeah, almost. We're almost everywhere.
Almost everywhere.
Nice, nice. Well, thank you very much for your time and for sharing your insights, and we look forward to seeing what comes next.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You go remember me, lad. You go remember me at the front when them drinking me vein. A full of energy.